What's going on there, you guys? Welcome back to Cartoon Panda, an iconic Nickelodeon show that lasted for just 3 years, but managed to win the hearts of many. Danny Phantom had all the elements of a perfect cartoon series. Created by the talented Butch Hartman, Danny Phantom is a story of a teenage boy who becomes a half-ghost and uses his newfound powers to protect his town from supernatural threats. Premiering on Nickelodeon on April 3, 2004, right on the heels of the 2004 Kids' Choice Awards, this action-adventure television series quickly became a sensation. Resonated with audiences, leading to a memorable 3-year run that concluded on August 24, 2007. The main characters include the remarkable Danny Fenton, who also holds the eponymous title of Danny Phantom. Initially introduced as a typical 14-year-old, Danny is kind-hearted and introverted.
You're not the boss of me!
Jazz is Danny's older sister, a 16-year-old who is intelligent and sociable. She sees herself as the beacon of normality in her family, often stepping into a parental role for Danny. Despite having good intentions, her overbearing nature can leave Danny feeling overwhelmed. She's an accomplished overachiever, unknowingly casting a shadow over Danny, leading him to strive harder for recognition.
Think I should work on my banter?
Start with your A.
Jack and Maddie Fenton, the parents of Danny and Jazz, are professional ghost hunters. Although their antics are often a source of embarrassment to their children, they are nevertheless admired and cherished by Danny and Jazz. Jack, with his robust enthusiasm, often charges headfirst into ghost hunting, sometimes worsening the situation. But beneath his bumbling exterior is a man of courage, capable of holding his own in a fight. He prides himself on his scientific knowledge, which lets him create an array of ghost gadgets and security systems for the Fenton home. Maddie, on the other hand, is an accomplished martial artist, and Jack's equal when it comes to inventing anti-ghost gadgets. Next up is Tucker Foley, Danny's best friend since their earliest memories. Tucker is the light that often pierces through the darkness, offering comic relief to diffuse the tension in any situation. Deeper than his humor, though, is a remarkable aptitude for technology. A confessed techno geek, Tucker is frequently the trio's secret weapon, hacking into complex systems with his trusty PDA to aid their ghost hunting adventures. Last, but certainly not least, we have Sam Manson, the final piece of the key trio. Sam is a bold, independent, and environmentally conscious activist who is not only Danny's best friend, but also his love interest. She is not afraid to voice her opinions and stands up for what she believes in, making her an excellent addition to the team's dynamic. Season 1, Episode 1. So it all started with Danny's curiosity and the pumping from his best friend Sam and Tucker. They encouraged him to go into the Ghost Portal, a technological marvel designed by his parents to bridge our world with the Ghost Zone. Though initial attempts to kickstart this portal have been unsuccessful, upon stepping inside and inadvertently activating the mechanism, Danny's DNA was suddenly fused with spectral ectoplasm. This unforeseen event initiated his transformation into a half-ghost. The next day, Danny was having breakfast with his family. As he tries to enjoy breakfast, his arm phases right through his bowl of cereal. Jack and Maddie put their latest invention, the Fenton Finder, to the test, but when it points straight to Danny, they think it's defective. Jazz interferes at the right moment, as Danny nearly spills his ghostly secret and offers to take him to school. At school, Danny's ghost powers remain uncontrollable and cause more trouble. He desires for a device that can suppress his ghostly traits, but Sam reminds him that his powers make him special, just like her unique dietary habits. Speaking of which, Sam successfully persuades the school to introduce ultra-recyclo-vegetarian meals, much to everyone's disappointment. Just as they adjust to the grass buns, the lunch lady ghost breaks free from the Fenton Ghost Portal. During all this, Jack and Maddie, still suspicious of Jazz, plan an ambush with the Fenton extractor, while Danny, Tucker, and Sam encounter the lunch lady ghost in the school kitchen during a food fight. Danny transforms into his ghost form to protect his friends, but they must retreat when the lunch lady ghost transforms into a giant, meaty monster. Despite a valiant fight, Danny is exhausted and collapses, leading to a heated argument between Sam and Tucker about their respective roles in the ghostly attack. The next day, with protests led by Sam and Tucker outside the school, the lunch lady ghost returns, stronger and bigger. Among the chaos, Danny fights ghostly meat minions, and his parents witness his ghost form. Danny manages to capture the lunch lady's ghost in the Fenton thermos and decides against revealing his secret to his parents. After the brawl, Danny, Sam, and Tucker are left cleaning up the mess, ending the day in Danny's life, where he skillfully juggles his school life with his ghostly alter ego. Season 1, Episode 10. In this episode, Danny's day takes a turn for the worse when he becomes the target of Dash's anger. As he tries to evade Dash, Danny accidentally upsets Paulina, causing her to spill coffee on Valerie Gray, a popular girl at school. This mishap lands Danny in hot water as Valerie orders Quan, Danny's friend, to teach Danny a lesson. Trapped between Dash and Quan, Danny finally remembers his ghost powers and uses them to escape, landing in the school parking lot where he encounters a small ghost puppy, Cujo. Meanwhile, Valerie and her father Damon suffer a significant setback as a tour of the security system for Axion Labs goes faulty due to Cujo's antics. The chaos leads to Damon losing his job, forcing him and Valerie to move to a less expensive house and sell their valuables. Feeling guilty for his inability to contain Cujo, Danny offers his condolences to Valerie. Despite her refusal to associate with them due to their status, Danny, Sam, and Tucker remain supportive, even as Cujo continues to wreak havoc. After a series of adventures and mishaps involving Cujo, ghost hunting gear, and events involving Valerie's newfound role as a ghost hunter, the trio ends up at a Dumpty Humpty concert.
I'll tell you what I'm not.
In this episode, Danny, Tucker, and Sam stumble upon a new truck. While Danny and Tucker explore the machine, Sam expresses her environmental concerns and suggests that Danny could use his ghost powers to steer people away from such environmentally unfriendly vehicles. Echoing her sentiments, a nearby Desiree hears Sam's wish and magically animates a giant cow statue, which goes on a destructive spree. Meanwhile, Sam secures tickets to a horror movie featuring 3 female icons, but their plans are interrupted when Paulina invites them to her quinceañera. Wishing for disruption to Paulina's party, Sam unknowingly triggers another Desiree intervention that brings the film characters to life. Tensions arise between Danny and Sam, leading Sam to wish she had never met Danny. Desiree grants this wish too, causing a situation where Danny loses his memory of Sam and his ghost powers, leaving him helpless against the growing ghostly chaos. Danny honors his commitment to Sam and Tucker by taking them to the movies. While watching movies, both Sam and Danny regret past actions and apologize to each other. In this episode, the Observants, a group of ghostly overseers, are about to pass judgment on Vortex, a weather-controlling ghost for causing havoc on Earth. However, before they can do so, Vlad, the villainous alter ego of Vlad Masters, unexpectedly arrives. He frees Vortex, intending to use him to his advantage, but Vortex resists. Only when Vlad uses the spectral barometer, a device that controls Vortex, does the weather ghost agree to cooperate. Back in Amity Park, the citizens are struggling with a severe drought. Vlad uses the barometer to compel Vortex to bring rain to win their favor, but soon, Vortex refused to stop the rain. The barometer is destroyed, giving Vortex full control of his powers, and he unleashes chaos on the town. Vlad, in desperation, seeks Danny's help to stop Vortex. During their battle, Danny absorbs some of Vortex's powers, causing the weather to change his mood. Sam and Tucker hatch a plan to use this new power against Vortex. They taunt Vortex, drawing him back to Amity Park, where another battle starts. Danny uses Tucker's mood helmet to control his weather powers, amplifying them to match Vortex's. Even as Vortex weakens and removes Danny's weather powers, Danny delivers the final blow, using the Fenton's plane weapons to capture Vortex, who is then sent back to the Observants in Ghost Zone. In the end, Vlad publicly blames Danny Phantom for the chaos, while Tucker lightens the mood with a joke that only he finds funny. So this was a short video about the iconic Danny Phantom series, highlighting some of its most memorable episodes. Despite being an animated show, it managed to captivate audiences of all ages with its thrilling adventures and relatable characters. Let us know in the comments which cartoon series you want us to cover next. Till then, goodbye!